volleyball and we put a story. Volleyball at kondapochamma.
So serene. And that's where we will be going right now. Nice morning walk. Feeling the refreshment, feeling the energy, feeling the deep connection with healthy lifestyle. I feel, unfortunately, a lot of people are denying themselves this possibility. Well, yes, that's true. You don't have to deny yourself this possibility. You see, people, they end up taking a lot of pressure because they want to live somebody else's lifestyle. Well, the day I decided I don't care about what people think about me, that is the day where I started experiencing enormous freedom. And I keep sharing to a lot of people, hey, listen, you don't have to attend my workshop. You don't have to attend anybody's workshops. You don't have to go and sit in those satsangs. Only and only if you realize that all that you're seeking is joy. And once you realize this, all that you need is food for the body because there is a limitation. Yeah? And then you need water, fresh air, and then just live. Why take complications? Why complicate your life? You don't have to complicate your life at all. It's absolutely not required to complicate your life. You just can experience a profound internal state, which is very, very good. And this has never ever been told to us. Why it's never been told to us? The one question you got to ask yourself, why? They never ever told you that you have to focus on feeling good within. Because this is the trap that is laid because of foolish approach towards living. Let's first imagine this. From the time we have conceived as, or our consciousness has evolved, we started a civilized approach towards living. What are those things that we prioritized? What have we been prioritizing? It's very important. And when you prioritize it, you realize, you think about the priority, you realize that over and over people have been entering a loop of trap. This loop of trap has become extremely devastating, terribly devastating. Why it's devastating? Because it hasn't brought joy to the entire humanity. We're still walking at a snail pace in terms of scientific development. We need to have a system where we are able to feel and great within ourselves 24/7. So such things are not happening. So what's happening is like you're putting a band-aid to cancer. When you put a band-aid towards cancer, what happens? You just survive. Constantly other people's opinion begins to govern you. Your neural pathway is completely structured. It has become stiff. And now it does not want to open itself towards intelligent questioning. Until and unless you question intelligently, how would you know? How would you know what kind of a life you need to live? How would you know what kind of situations are required in your life? What kind of situations are not needed in your life? Now, let's ease this for a moment and let's look at this view. How do you feel this view? Look at this view. Just for some time. Just look at this view. How do you feel about it? Do you feel good? Do you feel nice? Why do you feel good and why do you feel nice? Let me know. You feel good and you feel nice because of the pleasantness, because of the arrangement, because of a certain way in which it, is appearing to our senses. Likewise, within ourselves, should we not appear great within ourselves? It's not about what makeup you put, what kind of dress you wear, what kind of a projection you do to the outside world. You can trick the outside, okay? It's quite easy to trick the outside. You follow certain standard operating procedures and you can trick the outside. It's quite easy. But you can't trick yourself. It's not possible. You gotta be authentic. You gotta be direct. And when you're direct, and when you ask yourself, how are you feeling with the people you're living with? How do you feel with the people you're existing with? How do you feel with the people you are involved with? How do they make you feel? This is the question you got to ask yourself. How do you feel doing whatever you're doing? I was there where you are, studying the subjects that I never ever liked. And I tell you with a lot of certainty, I can feel what you're feeling right now. When you're doing things that you don't like, it's a very painful experience. But you need to ask yourself that very authentic question. How are you feeling within yourself? Because that's when you will experience a profound internal shift. I call the shift in the conscious states of mind. This happens to you. This happens to every individual who questions intelligently, who questions exactly what is required, who questions what is needed in their life, what kind of people are they involved with, how are the people making them feel, because we are emotional beings, okay? And being emotional beings, it's very, very important for us to prioritize how we feel. And if we don't prioritize how we feel, that's very, very natural that we will slip into other people's opinions, other people's thoughts, and that's going to rule us, absolutely. I've been walking up this hill for a long time now, about 8 minutes, and the muscles of being put into test. It is a good experience because it's a healthy experience. And like this, you got to ask yourself, you got to subject yourself into a certain internal test, IT. And what are those internal tests and what do they convey? These internal tests will tell you what you need to be doing with your life, what kind of people you're involved with, who is your circle of influence, what kind of dialogues are you having with people. Every day, most of the people in the families, they are not being nuked or bombed, right? Nobody's poking them with a dagger. But still, they're angry, they're frustrated, they're disappointed, and they go through terrible levels of depression. Let me give you one interesting statistics. Bangalore is considered to be the IT hub, okay? But it's also the suicide capital of India. Why? Why in such a wonderful place, there's so much of development, people are committing suicides? Why? Why is this happening? This is happening because people have lost connection with well-being. People have absolutely lost total connection with our internal states. And look at that view. You need to take yourself up and up. And when you go deep and deep, you go up and up within yourself. And you begin to experience something very, very profound, very, very deep. And you begin to experience something very, very nice. And this is exactly what is required. Unfortunately, these things are never ever said, spoken in detail. And there is quite a bit of disturbance internally. So start asking yourself, how are you feeling? How do you feel with the people that you're with? And what kind of a life you're leading? To what extent do you feel it good? Good day, everybody. Stay blessed. And see a few bikers have got their bike already here up. So nice. And that's the place where I was, the greenery. Amazing levels of greenery. So serene. Absolutely fantastic. So ladies and gentlemen, I'll keep you more posted. I'm going for a more bigger walk. Experience the serenity here. Experiencing the winds here. And it's a very, very gifted treasure that you have in the city, because now it's going to take a little long time for me to go to Goa. I call Goa as my second mother. This Goa has been incredible in many, many ways. So about 150 kilometers away from the city here, you can see such nice places. I'm going to be experiencing more profound time here. Stay blessed, stay energized. This is Karthik Poovanam. Have a great day.